So guys, this is that one signature recipe that if you want to make your fish, you can actually use to make it. Welcome back to Patience Cooking. I am very excited because it's New Year and I have you guys that have been supporting me. I just want to tell you that I'm grateful, and I also want to wish you a happy New Year from my heart and say whatever you have in your mind for this new year, God will make it to come to pass. A friend of mine asked me to make roasted fish, and I'll just use this one of my signature recipe for roasting fish for this recipe. To be honest with you, it tastes really delicious, but it's a little more work like just normal roasted fish. So if you are interested, please don't go, just stay with me and I will show you how I made this delicious recipe. Okay, so first we are going to start with the marinating recipe. Okay, so I use sweet pepper, chili, green onions, some garlic and some parsley, you guys. And I also added ginger because I didn't have fresh ginger at home, so I just used the already processed ginger, you guys, ginger powder. So yeah, that's what I actually use. So it is very important that you chop this with a chopping machine because it will give you like the consistency that you will need if you don't chop this way. Okay, so I first chop because when you chop the sweet pepper, it reduced, and then I added more and then continue to chop everything. Okay, so we just continue with the process until it is done, and then we take it out and we continue. Okay, so after taking out the ingredients, I also went further to cut some onions. I actually use white onions, but you can use any color that you prefer. Okay, so yeah, I just chopped this all of it, and it was like one big size and a half to make sure that I had enough. Okay, so I chopped this as well, and then when I was done chopping it, I just put it on the already chopped ingredients and then went straight away to fry everything. Okay, so I went straight away, put some hot oil on the pan, and then make sure the pan was hot, and then I pour all the ingredients that I've chopped and just stir fry this for like 2 minutes. And then when I was done stir frying, I just feel like yeah, it was well mixed and incorporated. And then I added some black pepper, some mixed spice, whatever spice that you're convenient with, very important. So I just mix everything, put some Maggi cube, and also put some salt to make sure it tastes very well, so that the marinade will be effective. I want the fish to like get all the juice that it needs. Okay, so yeah, so I just went ahead and just mixed everything together, and then added some lemon, you guys, because fish, you have to put some lemon to reduce the fat and all of that. So I needed that in the marinade as well. So I was done with it and I came back to the fish. I already give some really good cuts to make sure that I'll get the ingredients in as much as possible. So here is the fish. I'm using aluminum foil to make sure that I fill everything and cover before I roast this. Okay, so I just wipe the water and make sure that it was dry, because we are going to cover it and we don't want a lot of water when we are done cooking it. So yeah, I put everything and make sure the cuts, I also try to put some in the cut to have all mixed together and make sure that the fish has all the juice, all the vegetables in it. And guys, if I tell you that this fish didn't taste well, then I am surely mistaken. So after putting everything together, I just wrap it and put it and store it. So I'm gonna be repeating the process for all the fish that is left to make sure that I have the same desirable result for all the remaining fish that I need to put together in the aluminum foil, and just repeat the process over and over again until I'm done. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be repeating the process until we are done doing this. Yeah. So right about now we are done, and this is me just putting it on the baking tray so that I can bake this right away. I already preheated my oven and make sure that it was already hot, because if you don't preheat your oven before you start using it, it will take so much time before you will succeed to preheat it. So I already preheated it, and I'm baking this at 200 degrees. So I'm gonna be baking that for like an hour before I'll go back to eat. While we are at that, yeah, mine also using almost the same ingredients and a lot of chili as well to make some sauce, some chili sauce, you guys. There is no roasted fish or roasted anything without some chili sauce. Okay, that's for people that love chili like myself, because I don't really love chili. So I blended all the ingredients together, and when I was done blending it, I just went straight to cook this. So I actually cooked this for like 15 minutes, and everything was bubbling and was on good shape. And then I decided to add some Maggi and some mixed spices, and just add a bit of salt and black pepper and stir everything together. After I was done with that, I went straight to add some oil to make sure that it's a bit watery and give me actually the consistency that I wanted, and it was ready, you guys. So I went straight away to take out the fish, as you saw earlier, and just open the aluminum foil and then put it back in the oven to make sure that it gets a bit dry before I take it out after like 1 hour. And then I was using plantain, so I still have some of the marinated sauce that was left, so I put it on the plantain and just mix to also roast the plantain as well, and it was looking so lovely and yummy. I mean, who wouldn't want to try this kind of recipe at home to just give your family a different taste, you guys? And this is it. You can see I already opened the fish so that I can dry a little more, and the recipe was ready. So this is me trying to serve it, and serving this also really matters. I also still have some leftover marinated sauce, so I just put it on the already roasted fish, and then I added some carrots, I added some onions. No roasted fish without onions, you guys. So yeah, and then I added the sauce that I was supposed the chili sauce that we made, remember? So, and then the plantains, guys, look at how it looks. It looks delicious. And after this, I was exhausted and I just fell on it and started eating. You guys, do this at home. Let me know how it turned out. Thank you very much, and happy new year again, and see you